Hey there, I'm live. Saturday night. Finished doing a whole lot of things today, so I finally said, okay, it's time to stop. It'll take a little bit of time to color, and then I'm probably gonna go study my French, read my Bible, and chill. So I'm gonna start off with coloring. And coloring in. I got too many pencils on my desk. What else is new? Trying to stop them from all rolling off my desk. Coloring right now in Creative Pages coloring book that I got from Ollie's. Ooh, it's backwards. Let me fix this. Wait a minute, is this it? Oh, I didn't know didn't even know I pressed that. Um, Creative Pages coloring book, landscapes and city sites. So, yeah. Some pages that I skipped here, some pages I still have to finish, which I will someday, but I'll wait till I get the whatever to finish it. This I did with alcohol markers, and I kind of want to finish it with alcohol markers, so that's why I haven't touched it yet, because I need that a special dispensation for me to be able to handle that. This reminds me of like an Angela Porter, we call it illustration. Anyway, um, started coloring in this last night, so I figured, I don't know, I just kind of getting into it because I'm using my prismacolors in here, which I haven't done that before. I think in this book I was still a little bit scared of prismacolors, or was keeping them just for my Kirby books, but I decided prismas are just for Kirby books, and pleasantly surprised with how this is turning out. So prismas are for everybody. And also using kind of combination with colors as well. I find they work together well. So where was I before I decided to go live? I was in here. Another thing that I like with my Prismacolors is Kalour pencil sharpener, which I think I probably have mentioned that before, but I'm just saying it again. So, I did do some coloring in the Little Folk book. I can show you what I did so far in there. And I started on the page that was telling, that Bubbles started, that I suggested, like, do the frog, which is like page 3 in the book. And after I watched her video, I don't know if it was the day after or what, I started coloring in it. I think it was the day after I started coloring that page. I suppose I should show you while I'm talking about it, but I started this one, whatever this is, this tree, and I kind of want to keep going with it because I'm not sure what I'm doing with it. So I kind of want to stay in that brain. Let's see. Keep thinking about what did I want to do to relax today, and honestly, what I really want to do is play the piano. But like, I need a new piano. I really do, and I think I talked to my husband about finishing some things in that room so that I can get it because I'm ready for it. I actually went and played the one that I have, bad keys and all, the other day, and then I hit one spot and I was like, oh Lord, that's so out of tune. It's so awful. It's like, yeah, I tried. It'll until I get one, at least it's something. But yeah, I really do need a new piano. What is on this pencil? I was in, actually went to Blix yesterday. Was it last night? No, yesterday, like kind of during the day. Early afternoon. No, late afternoon, I think. And I ordered, some pencils that it seems like, you know what, I'm using this one a lot. Like the more I get used to using the Prismacolors, there's certain pencils that I keep going to. Beyond, my favorites like these, which I already have backups for these, and the light blue and the pale yellow, I think, um, and the white. I'm using a lot of the browns, and especially, well, if you can see with this too, and they're, yeah, some of them are getting really low, so I ordered some of those, and they had to, the buy 12, you pay whatever price it is, it's lower. So I wound up getting like 24 pencils replacements. Some of my favorite blues, greens, some of my favorite greens. I tend to use the really dark green a lot, and so I ordered one or two of those. I really do like having pencils that are, you can get some open stock. I really like that. And then after I placed the order, it's like, oh, you should have looked to see if you needed any of the Neo colors. Actually, I could have ordered a Neo Color 2 white. I could have done that. I probably should have, but I didn't think of it until after I placed my order. And I didn't think of the white until just now, because last night I was thinking, oh no, you don't need any more of those. You're good on that, because it's not, you don't use them that often. And yeah, but I could have gotten another white just to go with, because I don't think I bought a separate white one after I bought those other ones open stock. And I even looked at I looked again at the tins, like with the full set, and I was like, nah, I don't need that. I don't use them like that. There's just certain colors I want. Why am I doing that a different one? Okay, what color are we using? I'm trying to kind of like that beige under there. And I use this a lot too, but I don't think I ordered another one of those. I think I use. I don't know. I don't know why I'm always pulling this one out. But I think I have other things that will kind of stand in for it. So I shouldn't have gone that direction. Oh well, we're gonna cover it up. We are gonna cover it up. That music that I was playing was a loop that I made a long time ago. Hey, Lori. Hope you're having a good day. And I was actually thinking about, going in on my other computer and maybe, you know, making some music that way, but I really don't want to. I just want to play my piano. I want analog music. I'm sick of the digital stuff. Well, not entirely. I'm not really sick of it, but when I make music, I don't know, I want analog. I miss being in a band. I do. It's kind of weird how all of a sudden it's like everybody that I knew, like a lot of them, I was like the baby of the bunch, except except basically for the last group I was in. I was actually the oldest, but like everywhere else, for as long as I've been doing music, I was always the baby. And now a lot of those guys have like passed on. Actually, And it's weird. It's really weird. A bunch of them were jazz musicians. And yeah, they lived a little bit hard. They were a little wild. Not a little wild. They were a lot wild. Then they kind of calmed down a little bit for the most part, especially after they got married. They calmed down, but still, the residue of that wildlife. Yeah, I don't think that helped them live long. I miss going to see those guys play. It was always nice just to go and when they'd play some. Jazz musicians are just so cool. It's like they all know each other. They sit down. They'll just sit down and play, and like they know, they play. I don't know. They just have this. They know a whole lot of songs. From standards, to you know things in like progressive jazz and stuff like that. And so they'll just get together, you know, almost like they already know what the other one knows, but then they'll ask, well, do you know this? And it's like, yeah. And then they just like do it and improvise and everything. And that just was always so cool and fascinating. If I had been able to to study piano, you know, I would have probably become a jazz musician, probably, no doubt. But that didn't happen. But it's really weird. It's like I was the baby, and now they're all gone. I'm old. Really did have the fortune of knowing a lot of different people. I say it was, the Lord did that, putting me in proximity with some people that was really cool. Using a Kalour now. See, I like how they work together. The Kalours and the prismacolors. They just seem to work together really well. I got like a whole bunch of. Where did I put my little vacuum cleaner thing? I got a whole bunch of shavings that. Excuse me. Let's get it. Can I get a little? Oh, I can't. Shoot. Sorry. That's really bugging me. I love this thing. It works really well. It's got a lot of power. It's called a robot. Okay, wait, can you stand it up? Stand up straight. Tell what's over there. Don't you following me? Where was it? Sorry. Listen to me struggle. There we go. Where are we? Get back in line. Get back in line. Okay. I'm doing good. Actually had a really productive day. Excuse me. I made some food for the week. I made a pot of chili, like kind of like almost not a big pot like I normally make, although I did it in the electric pressure cooker and the slow cooker thing, and that holds like 8 quarts or something like that. So it was almost, I think I made like probably 6 quarts of chili. And then I also made sausage and cabbage soup with Italian sausage. And I made a big pot of that because I kind of wanted to last like all week. And then I may actually freeze some instead of leaving all of it in the fridge. I may take some of it out of the pot and freeze it right away. because you know you can get sick of eating the same thing. And I also like I did that prescription box factor, and I did them for a while before, and I said, you know, I need to make sure when I get home that I have something to eat. And so, because for some reason my husband won't cook. I don't know. He makes all this bragging and fussing about how he can cook. And it's like, well, how come there's nothing here when I get home to eat? And I mean, I really don't mind because, like, I actually like he cooks like with. I don't like that he cooks with all the fat. Like he forgets. He doesn't like he forgets to make a vegetable. Like, how can you live with me for 22 years and forget to make a vegetable? I don't know, but um, I'm the type of person I want more vegetable and a little bit of meat, and he's the other way around. So I'd rather not eat what he cooks anyway, truth be told. So so I subscribed to Factor, but then yesterday I started paying attention to the labels. And like even though they say, oh, it's healthy and whatever, and the stuff tastes good. But I looked at how much sodium was in the one that I was eating yesterday. I was like, no, 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 no. That ain't right. So it had like something like 800 and something grams of, or what is it, milligrams, the mg of sodium. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like this is like death in a black plastic container. So actually, what I did, I split up that meal. It was like the one it had some kind of chicken with black beans and a sauce, and then it had zucchini and corn and tomato mixture on the side, and it was really good. But I thought, you know what, I'm splitting this up, and I'm going to eat it with something that I don't think has a lot of sodium. So I actually ate it with, and don't don't gag or nothing, but I ate it with grits. I got this thing about grits. I don't know, grits and me increasingly over the past 3 years, like I can't live without it. And I'm starting to eat it with like everything. It's just I don't know if it's the braces thing or what, but I'm no longer side eyeing people eating grits with, things besides eggs and bacon. Um, so yeah, I had that on top, half of the meal, the factor meal on top of grits, and it was really good because it seems like anything with a sauce tastes good with grits to me. I don't know what it is about that. So, taste buds changing or what? I don't know, but it was good. So I have the other half in the refrigerator. Hey, Jill. Hope you're doing well. I just missed your live because I was downstairs washing dishes. So yeah, but like when I saw that sodium, I was like, maybe we need to rethink this factor thing because that's way too much sodium, way too much. Because when I cook, I actually don't really add salt to my food for the most part, and I let my husband add it after if he wants any. Yes, he knows add it to your food because I don't want to eat. There's already some already in foods. Some foods have more than others, and it's like no, I don't want any extra salt. And yeah, so that I don't know. I don't know if there's a meal kit that has like no sodium. So it always seems like if things don't have a lot of sodium, they have a lot of sugar, and it's like, well, so why? Excuse me. It's like, what is this? Pick your poison. I don't like that. So, but hopefully we are going to be like. I mean, I know, like, at this point, I'm saying by January, I figure I'm gonna have my braces off, and I can go back to eating the way I eat. Because this has been 2 years of just serious struggle with trying to eat. And I really have had enough of it. I want my healthy food again. I want my healthy way of eating again. Because the thing that helped me to lose weight was that I really don't eat enough. And so, wasn't eating frequently throughout the day. And so it caused me to gain weight. So I have to eat small, healthy snacks throughout the day so that it kicks up my metabolism, and then I lose weight. So it's almost like I have to eat more food in order to lose weight. But it's the type of food that I'm eating that causes me to lose the weight as well. So it's like how often, eating more often, smaller little snacky kind of things throughout the day, and then the weight just like falls off. And I was really surprised to find that out, actually. It's like that way of eating didn't bother me when I was younger. I still stayed thin, you know, despite it. But when I got older, your body's like, no more, can't get away with that. Just, okay, I like that. Trying to see what this thing is asking me to give it. That's kind of like how I'm looking at the picture. Ooh, you're cooking? Oh, cool. You're really good with those crafting projects, Jill. I have to say. And look at how organized you are, and how like ordered, and like how you had your mat and you had your um L ruler and stuff. And it's like, that's pretty cool. I just think everybody has something that they're good at, you know. The main thing is, you know, find that thing and do it. And shoot, even if you're not good at it, if you enjoy it, do it. Don't worry about nobody else. Just do it. And you don't have to have a crafting room to craft. And you don't have to have an art room to do art. Just do it where you are. Just do it. It's good for the brain, good for the soul. Okay, I'm happy with that. I don't even know. I don't know if this is supposed to be some real city. I think it is. I don't know what city it is, and I don't know if it says anywhere where it is. But I don't know. Yeah, I kind of was feeling like when you were working, well, especially when you made that the glue gun holder, that actually like has me thinking about trying to do that, which that's a miracle. Because I'm just like, I can't do that. It's like all this small stuff, but it's something about, see, when I was a kid, there was one Christmas that for some reason, I don't know what it was, but I do have a thing about wood. And I told my parents what I wanted for Christmas. I wanted Lincoln logs. I don't know where I had seen those things or what, but I wanted Lincoln logs. And I think it's because my dad did carpentry, and I loved the smell of wood. And I don't know how I did. Every time he was working at the saw that he had in the basement, I'd always like be somewhere near there. I don't know how that works. Like sitting near the saw, like that don't sound right. I think he may have made me stop doing that. But I liked the smell of the wood, and I liked the sawdust. Goofy kid. And yeah, and I used to see him working with the wood all the time, and I actually wanted him to show me how, and he wouldn't because I was a girl, like, back in them days. He could have shown me anyway, but he didn't. I probably would have been a good carpenter if, like, he had. I could have been making some money. But yeah, so I saw that. I don't know, maybe it set off something from there or whatever. but also the usefulness of that. And when I think of like how I'm always looking on Amazon and stuff for things to hold my pencils and whatever else, it's like I can make one. Like that glue thing, glue gun holder you made. That's basically a shape that, like, even like what Just Read My Book did, and she made hers bigger to fit her, to suit how she wanted to do it. It's like I could do that. I could actually do that. And there's no nails or hammers involved, just wood glue. I could do that. Hey, foot soldier. So I am thinking about doing that. Because then I can make it how I want it. What is that? Oh, what is that in there? Something in the crack. What's in the crack? I don't know what that is. Oh, I think it's from the other side of the page or something. I don't know what that is. Hey, TaylorMade. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, foot soldier. Yeah, that's like ink that's from something else. I don't know how it got there. But that's okay. It's just in the crack. And I gotta figure out how to color in the crack. Color in the crack. What was it? David Chappelle that did the thing? Crack! Sorry. I saw somewhere recently. I saw somebody with a GIF of. Oh wait! Oh no, it wasn't Robin. It was the other guy, of Bernie Mac, when he was younger. And I was like, oh, I used to love Bernie Mac. Him and Robin. Robin, what's his name? I was so sad when he died. He used to have me laughing. That seems kind of weird to take that as a trunk, huh? So Foxy has actually convinced me to break out with some supplies this week. I'm gonna wait until she drops her video, and then I'm gonna start. Because she's like, she's making me. She's making me do it. This is Creative Pages, Coloring Books, Cityscapes, and City Sites. Got this like last summer, I think, when I got those 8 coloring books from Ollie's, and then they gave me, on top of the what was the Ollie's price, I also got more percentage off from being one of, I don't know, Ollie's something, whatever that thing is. So let's see. How did I get that? I think I probably used my other favorite Prismacolor, the yellow. Yeah, look at that. Oh, tip. Tip gone. I think we need to sharpen it. Yeah, so I got my Prismacolor spares coming, all my browns, some of my greens, my darker greens. So I'm looking forward to that, because then I won't feel like, oh no, I can't use it because I'm almost finished with this one. I can't. I can use them and not worry. And I know they'll get used up. I don't think that's... Oh, it does a little bit. Let's lighten it up a little bit. So I made a pot of chili, a pot of cabbage soup, and I really wanted to bake a jelly cake today, but it's like, no, I can't do that. I did dishes I don't know how many times today. Thank you. No, I didn't. Okay, let me get my book. Tell me what page. Oh, hold on. Because I was waiting for that. See, it looks like when work is in, like I can hardly keep track of anything that's going on. I just am like so, I don't know. And it kind of bugs me. But okay, so you probably did one or two. So what page? Do you know what page it is? Let me show. Um, this is where I got with this one so far, and I still have. Is there a butterfly or something in here? Well, I still have to do her arm band things. I have to do that. This one. Um, but I kind of what I'm feeling with these is almost like I may go back and do put some other medium on here, like whether it's like a water-based marker or something. That's what I'm feeling like, to kind of kick it up a notch or tweak certain spaces or something. But I don't have that. I don't know. It's not in my head yet with how to do that. Okay, Miss Pumpkin and Seedling. But I have a feeling that's how I'm going to be approaching this book, is going back and like doing one step, like coloring it kind of like it's finished, but then going back to like do other things to it. So let's see. I'll put a little thing in here to mark it. Yeah. Okay, so it's floating. Didn't I do this yet? I love this paper. I want to know. I looked to see, and I didn't look hard enough, probably, but what kind of paper this is? Because I'd like to buy some paper like this, to kind of experiment on. Happy Fairy. Oh. Hen House Gossip. The chicken's got pearls. He got pearls on. That's funny. Okay. I do like how this book kind of almost like trains you how to shade in a way. Because I feel like now when I go back to other things, I'm probably going to be shading a little bit more or differently or something. Oh my gosh, how cute is she? How cute is she? Okay, there's a seedling. Let's see, what'd you say? Miss Pumpkin and Seedling. Must be getting close. Ooh, look at her. Ooh, was it all the way in the back? Oh, wait a minute. Tell me this isn't... Is this the one I... No, because that's Autumn Forest Switch. Okay. Okay. Oh, she does pretty good feet. That's not too bad. Her feet. Mm-hmm. Ooh, is it all the way in the back? Or is it a different book? I don't see that one. What'd you say? You said it was Miss Pumpkin and Seedling. How did I see that? Do I have the right book? Is it the other book instead? I don't know why I didn't see it. Is it this one? So it says seedling, but it doesn't say his pumpkin. Fling. Oh, this one? Oh, is it this one? Oh, see, I have a hard time with where this is doing the. Her face looks weird. It looks like it's swollen or something. Ah, okay. It's cute though. I love her boots. Let me put my. I'm gonna put the. Or you know what I can do? I can put one of these in it. God. Gotcha. Okay. Will that do that? I'm kind of messing up this part from. Okay. Got it. What the heck? That one's different. Okay. So, yeah, so this is the froggy one. They started it the day after Bubbles did. So, and I used, what did I use? I used polychromos, I think, and kalours. Yeah, so now I got pencils like all over the place. And as I keep doing these, I keep thinking about like somehow like that I need to add another medium in some way, and I don't know what way that is. I have no idea. Mark the seedling one too. Okay, remember what that one is. There we go. I like her face. She looks like, when the little girls are in dance class and they got to do their hair. That's what that reminds me of. Okay, we can do that. I don't know what color to do Frog's eyes. But, and then this one, I don't know. I wanted her hair to be blue. And I didn't want to do anything in really like necessarily realistic colors. But I knew I wanted her hair to be blue. So I just was like, I don't care. I'm making her hair blue. But yeah, I don't know, like going in with fine liners or something. I don't know. Hey, Ivy Pearl. So, but I figure and I realize that I do this, and I will color a page up to the point of where my skill is at that time, and then come back to it whenever to, yes, it is. Come back to it, when I feel like I got the whatever. I don't know. But, yeah, I wanted her to have blue hair. What's that? Paper holds up pretty good. Yeah, and I feel like I kept trying to get it darker in here, and I think this is one thing that made me go order the Prismacolor green pencils, was because it wasn't getting the color that I wanted there, and then I probably could use brown to kind of do it, but I didn't. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling that, and so with his false eyelashes. Yeah, so I like the paper in this book. Do you know what kind of paper this is, Ivy Pearl? What the name of this kind of paper that's in this book is? Because I think I need me some of that. Now, what does this say? Uh, Mixed paper supporting. I don't know. Yeah, see, I need to know. I need to know the paper. I feel like that's one thing that's holding me back is that I don't know paper, and like it takes so much trying to figure out what kind of what medium is going to work on what paper, and so I'd like some paper outside of that's not in a book that I can experiment with in different ways. So then when I go to work in a book, I already know what medium is going to work in there, and I don't have to be fighting with it. It just says printed on sustainably sourced paper with soy based inks. It doesn't tell me anything. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad I got this book. I like it. I like it. So I'm gonna finish coloring in this one, landscapes and city sites. Another thing I want to do is I want to start drawing my own mandalas, but like that takes for me changing my whole setup I have on here, and like, child. Ah, okay. Some more of these things. Can't remember the name of these kind of trees. I think they have them in Florida and stuff. I could make the other one under here darker, like this one. If I can remember how I did it. Oh, that's the trunk, not the... Yeah, so I'm finally, like, it's like Prismas are not just for... Prismas are not just for my Kirby book. But you see, I kind of got in that mindset because of what happened the first time I used Prismacolors in the Hannah Carlson book, and I had that whole disaster with that Indothone blue. Child, I'm still traumatized from that. Hey, Vibrant Wall, how you doing? Yeah, that whole thing traumatized me. It was, oof, child. So I was really hesitant. I can't tell how this thing is. Getting the crack. I can't tell where the tree is. Where are the prawns? I guess I should just fake it, because it is in the crease after all, so. And what's in, I guess I'm going to assume it's underneath here too. I don't know. I love this color. This is one of my favorites. Cobalt turquoise. I love this color. And I actually oh, I just realized I probably need to do another pair. But I what do you call it? Conditioned a pair of my leather shoe boots that I haven't worn yet. I bought them last year and I haven't worn them yet. And then I just had a pair of shoes that just kind of was like, oh, well, I think they're biting the dust, so I got to throw them away. One shoe is okay, but the other one is not. So, like, guess what? I got 2 feet, so they both got to go. I wonder if they'll use the. Although, some people do only need one shoe, so, and that other shoe is still good. I should investigate that. Is there any place that takes one shoe? Because some people only need one shoe. And then they have to buy a pair, but then they never get to use the other one, which that has to be a drag. Paying for two when you're only using one. I'll have to look into that because I got one good shoe out of that pair still. Somebody could use it. And too bad we don't have I don't know, we don't have cobblers like we used to. That's like a lost, seems like a lost profession or something, which is sad. I remember we could we could at least go to the department store, go down in the basement to the shoe repair place, and they'd put new heels on our shoes and this and that and the other, do all kinds of stuff. I don't know any place that does that anymore. And where I live, we don't even have a dry cleaner. We do not have a dry cleaner. I found out there was some place my husband was taking my jackets and stuff for work, and I found out that she was actually outsourcing it to somebody who's in the next city over, and they got into an argument. So now they're not working together anymore. So now I gotta find some place to get my jackets dry cleaned. I think I found some place that's like 35 minutes away or something like that. Ciao. But I'm not gonna want to go there when it's snowing because I've already went on a trip up there before during the winter time. And oh my God, the drive back was like, I didn't think we were going to make it home. It was that tunnel kind of snow. And we had to drive all a lot of just, roads in the middle of nowhere. Although I think, well, yeah, they were kind of in the middle of nowhere. No way around it. Ooh, that was awful. And you're driving in a tunnel and you can't even see the, what do you call it? The hood of your car. I miss cobblers. You know what? I love shoes so much. That's something else I would have liked to have done is learn how to make shoes because I love shoes. Love color, textile, and I love shoes. I would have loved to learn how to make shoes. I would still do it, but I ain't got time for that. I want to do everything, and I can't do everything. I got to pick my battles. So I would make my own shoes. Ooh, I don't think I like what I just did there. So I actually was on the hunt for a bunch of. I had to buy. I bought a pair of shoes. I'm trying to find. I don't know because the ones I had that I gotta throw away. Um, they don't even really make them anymore. It seems. So it's like, oh shucks. And they went with so many different things. It's like now I gotta find another pair of a different style. And it seems like it's hard. I don't know. It seems like it's hard to find leather shoes. I don't know if it's like the vegan thing or what, but you gotta double check. And then sometimes they lie. They say it's leather and it's not. It's really pleather. I don't know. Weird. But I wound up going with Clark's because it was between Clark's and Eurosoft. And I'm like, oh Lord, I'm buying old lady shoes. They're not exactly old lady shoes, but I want to be cute. And there were shoes that I had, but they all have that. They're all that. What is it called? Nubuck um, material. And when we get into our rainy season, Um, yeah, I can't be wearing them shoes. I need leather. Leather, like, you know what I mean. I can't figure out what it's called. And that's what these shoes that I gotta throw away are. So they were always my go-to whenever it was raining. And so, yeah, so I had to replace them with something. But yeah, I'm gonna go see if there's a one shoe place, a place to send your one shoe. Because I know there's people. I even heard of this. I think of people, they only need one shoe because they only have one foot or whatever, and then they got to buy a whole pair of shoes when all they need is one. I know I think too hard, but I think about what other people are going through and deal with every day that we take for granted. Okay, let's stop messing with that one. I can't seem to stop. Let me lay off of that one. Okay, and what's under here? Is there more under there? I think she did say hi to you, Lori. I think. I think. Do, 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 do. Okay, where's the fronds? Where's the fronds? So tomorrow I really need to do laundry because I didn't do it today because I was doing all that cooking and I was working on work stuff too. And I did dishes I don't know how many times today because I was doing dishes while I was cooking. And so tomorrow I really got to do laundry. Uh, dun, dun, dun. I don't know what city this is. Okay, so we got palm trees in the back. Oh, we can take a little break. Where's my other? I did this yesterday. I don't know what got. I think it's because I have so much work to do, like for work, that for some reason I can sit down and do something tedious like this, whereas normally I'd be like, I ain't messing with that. Um, and so I actually was working on this in between work stuff. Like it kind of amazes me because it's like, really, like when do we do this? It's tiny and like, but I did. I actually did it. I started with what did I start with? Oh, I started with pencil, and then I didn't like how it was turning out, and so then I went in with my sparkles. Where are they? I just saw them. I was just looking at them. I was just looking at them. These guys, the Surlock glitter paint pens. Don't mind my little janky setup here with this thing. It is janky. I know. Don't talk about me. Um, these guys, and I actually have one to put back, so I'm glad I got this. And some of the ones that Jill got me too. These did combinations of them. Um, these are really nice. They actually they put out a lot of paint. And I actually, what I did was I dropped it on. Oh, I can't show you that. It's got personal stuff on it. I dropped it on a piece of small piece of paper, a little small card, and I actually kept dipping in there and coloring, so I could use the big drop to color, which gives me ideas because then I could probably do that with a paintbrush. Drop the color and paint, and then I don't have a whole lot of paint on my desk, palettes and things. I just got my pen, a little drop on a page, and then dip my paintbrush in there. So that gave me, an idea. But yeah, so I used those on this. I'm totally gonna, this is gonna change. Don't get used to that ugliness. It's gonna change because I can't stand the look of it. But we'll get there. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going with it. But I like that it's shiny. Now, I didn't like. I'm just gonna see how it turns out because I would have, I could have been like consistent with my color, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So, um, excuse me, this is the first time I've done this. So, and then I used I probably could have used a better black marker because this one is not water. I mean, this one is water soluble, so it was kind of getting a little wild. But I did that between, all of these things. I did the traced around it. And I still have to do that with some of these down here. And I might have liked it, just like this without the tracing, but it's too late for that. So I got to do that all over. So we're just going to do that all over, see how it looks. And I will have learned from this one. Because normally, like, I did not want to color this page. I really didn't. But now that I'm experimenting with it, yeah, now I'm kind of like into it. So we'll see what happens with that one. This book is really falling apart. I got to take some of these and put them in the binder. Oh, I started this one too, which I think is just like a page out of. Oh, you can't even see it. Sorry. Which is just like a page out of what is it, Fantasia or something like that by the Nick dude. So, and I used those Uku watercolor pencils, and then I used Kalours, and I used prismacolors, and yeah, I used a bunch of stuff. Oh no, I used ink tents. That's what I used. I used ink tents, not the Uku things. So I gotta do the other side, which I'm like, oh, no, do I have to make it match? I probably do. So like, I'm not too thrilled about doing that. But there's a moment where I will be thrilled about doing that, and so that's when I'll do it. But not right now. I ain't doing that now. I know what I gotta do. So that's kind of like what I've been coloring in a very random way because I am random. I am random. Oh, and this one. This one too. Like I did this in a live, and I had no idea what colors to make anything here, so I just stayed with the blue. And I thought I had all the bird colored, and then when I started doing this, it's like, oh wait a minute, that's more bird. Uh-oh. So I gotta go and do that. Yeah, it does that page, and I think it's like one that's in one of his books. Because when I saw it, it's like I thought this was in another book, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't exactly like that one. It's actually, yeah, but it is like it. So I made my swan blue because I'm tired of coloring birds white. That's just weird. I'm struggling that with the storks already, and so I made them blue. But now I got to figure out like where's this going? Do I need to use another medium on here that's gonna, like transform it? I might have to do that to make it like, well, it's not just blue. It's sparkle and blue, whereas this is like just pencil and blue. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm gonna take my time with it and let it talk to me. But I do really like how the stars are like this. And that was kind of just me trying to avoid going over the lines of the stars, but I actually like that it looks kind of like they're bright. It's making them bright or something. It's the glow from the stars. So let's see what happens. So I got a bunch of things to work on. Okay, back to this. Yeah, I got whips all over the place. And it's like when I feel like working on one, I do, you know. It's just how I'm approaching it. Or I really don't know what city this is. I don't know how much that matters, but okay. Green, I think I need more green. Oh, and all of you who you may not know this, I'm just gonna tell you, check check Jill's page for the live she had. I think it was last Saturday. It might be on JCZ Crafts. She made a stand, a holder for her glue gun and glue sticks. Made it there, right there on camera, in the live, and it's really pretty and it's really functional. And I actually want to, I was saying that earlier, like a few minutes ago, that I actually want to make one of those also, which is just a feat even for me to want to. But it like was so easy what she was doing that it's like, wow, easy, but yet not. Like, I'm gonna have to be like paying attention to like, keeping things straight and all that. But it was just had these little blocks and wood glue, and it's really it's nice looking and it's functional, and I feel like I can make one of those things to hold pencils and markers and things. I can make a couple of them, so check out her page for that. I may well, I probably already have the live linked, but I may post it again since I just talked about it, so it'll be up at the top or something. So I think I can do that. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I need to dump this because I'm about to dump it in the wrong way. I need to have a put your pencils away again session. These things remind me of Susie Simpson's hair. I think isn't that what the little girl's name is, Susie? They look like her hair. Or they make me think of her hair, because maybe your hair doesn't look like this, but it reminds me of her hair. Oh, I just realized I need to take my vitamin D. I forgot to take that. Might have to take it before I go to bed. Take a D and then take a calcium, magnesium, zinc pill. That magnesium knocks me out with a big O. That's my sloppy coloring. Okay, where are we? Are there any more? No more palm trees. So what are we doing with these guys? How come there's no thingies in there? I think this is green too green. I think it is a little too green, but It is too green. I'll figure it out. I need to get to my Jasmine Beckett Griffith books, particularly the spooky one, the Halloween one, which I think I first saw when it was like one of the first times I watched Miss Southern Belle. And I think it was on her page where I first saw that book. And she was giving commentary on the pages or something. I don't know if she was doing a flip through or what, but she had me cracking up. She had me laughing so hard. I'm pretty sure it was her. And I saw that book and it's like, ooh, ooh. And I think she also was talking about the paper, and that did me in. But I saw how the book was designed, and it's designed like that little folk book. Okay, Ivy Pearl, good seeing you. Enjoy your supper. And I was like, ooh, I think I want that book because I could see like the paper and the design of the book and everything is like, oh, and one-sided pages of the images, and it's like, yeah. Um, but it also is kind of intimidating. And when I started coloring, I was like, oh no, oh dear, I can't measure up. But I'm gonna look at it now because it's been like what, like a year? I mean, I've looked at it since then, I think. Well, maybe not. But yeah, I'm gonna look at it and see, like, okay, we're gonna try and do this. And I didn't even realize that I actually have because when I saw that one book and I got that one and I saw how it was designed and I saw the paper, I went and bought the rest of her books. I get obsessed like that. But that's why I'm not buying a whole lot of books this year. And I actually have a mermaid book of hers, which I didn't realize. I didn't remember that. And so when May was here, I could have been coloring in that book. I didn't realize it. So, Lord willing, we'll do it for May 2026. This is like really kind of caca, but we're doing this in layers. We're going to do some more stuff with this. I don't think it's going to stay just plain. And I'll blend it in. Just not right now. Not right now. I would have preferred a different green, but this is one. Actually, I need to come in with a. See, I like using the colors over the prismas because then it smooths out the color. Smooths out the pigment from the prisma. Kind of blends it in. Teachers have been doing a lot. I feel like I want to put coconuts in there. It's like a coconut tree without coconuts. The way it is right now. It needs coconuts. So I gotta get a bunch of stuff ready to give to the thrift store. So I'm clearing out some of my old shoes that I know I'm not going to wear anymore, but they're still in good shape, and I know somebody can get some use out of them. Hi, Dust Catcher. Thank you. Hey, Bubbles. This is book from Ollie's Creative Pages coloring book, landscapes and city sites. All the illustrations are kind of like all kind of different. They have different styles in it. Which is kind of cool because then you get to kind of, play around. This is the one I did like with the alcohol markers. I was like, oh Lord, this is going to take me forever. Thus, it is not finished. But when I'm trying to learn the alcohol markers, I do kind of break out with this book. Either this book or the Bold and Easy books. This is my favorite in here. I feel like I don't know how I did this because I really like this. And I suck at alcohol markers. It's like, how did I do this? I don't know. So much so that I didn't even finish the bird because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to mess it up. But someday I'll finish it. And this has good paper too. And one-sided images. And if you wanted to, you could actually color what's on the other side, which is kind of cool. So this, I don't know what this is. We're gonna have to guess at some of these things. I'm thinking about like just using like metallic acrylic marker on this and this. And I don't know how much like about the windows or anything. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what some of these things are. Use my color first. Here. Just to fill it in. But yeah, I've been using this combination a lot, the colors and the prismas together. I think it was just, well, first it was just because they were both out. But I do like how they work together. Happy colors! I do. I love color. So it's like, yeah, I'm not, I don't know. I like to be wild with it. Wild and random. It's kind of like the first pencil I pick up, it's like, okay, that's what I'm coloring it with. So do we want... I can't find where my favorite green is. My favorite dark green. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, is it this one? Can't even read the name on it. I think it is. The reason why I bought another one. Because this one is going to be out of commission soon. The way I use it. I'm telling you again. Kalour pencil sharpener. It loves these Prismacolors. I don't seem to have problems with them breaking. Which, okay, don't prove me wrong now, but I haven't had any problems with it doing that. Okay, I don't think this is doing too much to it, but let's see. Probably could use a brown on the tip. I don't know that this is making much difference, but so I gotta study my French before I go to bed. But I did a full lesson last night before I went to bed. So if I just do a review thing today, I'll be okay with that. And do a full lesson tomorrow. And I feel like I'm gonna start listening to some YouTube channels that are in French. I know there's the coloring lady, Miss Spondy, something something, um, who I was subscribed to. I'm gonna, probably start listening to her more, and maybe get brave enough to type in the chat. I think they're kind of bubbles. They're a nice blend between soft and hard, like in between. And they feel really versatile, and I'm really glad that I got them, because they are a pencil that I would purchase again. They work well with others, and they work well alone. They can be kind of waxy, which isn't necessarily bad. Um, and I think that's why I like using them with the Prismacolors, because the Prismacolors are really flaky, and both the Kalours and the Prismacolors have vibrant colors, and yeah, so that's another thing I like about them. I think I put a little bit of brighter green, although I just don't want all of them to look the same. The between this side and that side, I want some different plants. Don't want them to all look alike. Ah, get some game time in there. Oh, the buildings, the buildings. Okay, now are there more leaves on here? I can't figure out some of this stuff. Maybe I should do the ground instead. Yeah, got my polychromos out too, which I may use here. Mm. I wonder if this is supposed to be Mexico City. I don't know. We're going in. We're not thinking about it. We're just going. If I think too hard, I get myself in a tizzy. And if it looks like crap when I'm done, so what? It's just a coloring page. Or go over it all with an acrylic marker. Solution to everything. Get the acrylic marker. You may see that movie with I've never seen the movie with Dom DeLuise. I think it's called Fat. And he says, "Get the honey." I had friends who had watched the movie, and so they always used to say that all the time. Always had this thing with, I don't know, Don DeLuise. I used to kind of like him as a comedian, but I always felt like he had this undercurrent of darkness to him that, kind of like how they say comedians a lot of times are really, you know, depressed or whatever. Well, I just always felt like he had some kind of, I don't know, something was going on there. And I don't really, I'm not one much for the self deprecating humor. I think Kevin Hart does that too, and maybe that's why I don't like him either as a comedian. Because how much can you say that and then not really believe it? You know, we need yellow on here. It's like butter. Yes, I've been using the Prismas and the Kalours so much that I can't remember what sharpens these well. And I think it's like this. Where is it? Dux or Dux? Dux? I don't know. Made in Germany. Germans are good with razors and things. Ooh, that look good. Started thinking, what is my thing with like learning French still? Although I mean, like it's no problem. It's like because I do it because I want to do it. I've always wanted to be able to speak French, but I'm like, are we thinking of like escaping to Quebec or something, or moving to France? I don't think I would want to move to France. Quebec maybe, but I don't know. They can be kind of rough up there, from what I hear. But I also found out that, like, and I didn't know this before, that Montreal and New York City are both, they're supposed to be the top places for bagels to get a bagel, a real bagel. And do you know how, like, I don't know, Americans, we always got to do things supposedly bigger and better, more fattening, larger. Um, I don't think we make our bagels are less authentic, I think, and it sounds like, than the ones in Montreal. So I think I need to go have a bagel in Montreal. It sounds like a plan. That's kind of weird. Don't I need something in between? I think I'm making this yellow too. I feel like it needs to be yellow as well. I don't know how to ask for a bagel in Montreal though. You say bagel? I need to get that way where I'm just kind of impromptu with knowing how to say certain things or how to figure it out, how to say things in French, even if I don't know it. And it's hard to do French accents with braces. I'm just saying, that's a trip. Mhm. Yeah, I think when I see this, I'm thinking this must be Mexico City. These pencils are so smooth. They feel so good. It's just because they're fat that I don't always want to use them because some places are too tiny, and I don't want to color with the. Let me put this on the charger. Take care, Jill. Thanks for stopping in. No, not green. Not green. You know what? While I have these out, I can put these back and not be like, you know, having them all over the place. Let me just make sure I do that. Okay. Because I got the small set out. 36. So they don't have to be all rolling all over my desk like they are. Ooh, that fell. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know why, but I want to put this color here. Just as a base. I feel like I'm going to make it red. There's a darker one. This one's probably too dark. Not too much difference. Look. I add brown. Just want to give it some variation. To sharpen. Oh, not the cheap beer thing. When are y'all gonna learn? I don't care if anybody watches me. I'm appreciative of the people that do, and I don't need no more than that. I don't need no more than the people who come to watch because they want to. Because they want to. Man, this pencil feels good on this paper. It really does. Like butter. I actually originally wanted to learn French because I wanted to read the poet Baudelaire in the original language, although it's actually like he writes in a old French kind of. I guess from like the 1800s, but still, that was why I wanted to. And then also, what's his name? Paul Verlaine, another French poet. But Baudelaire was really who I wanted to read the most. Then there's a lot of French philosophers and stuff that I kind of wanted to. Child, I don't know if I'll ever. Reading them in English is challenging enough. So, well, yeah, I don't know about reading them in French, but if that's what the Lord wanted me to do, I'm sure I could do it. But it would be nice. But you know, no. Why am I making these all the? Oh, you know what? I'll make it underneath. That's what I'll do. See how the whole little bit of homegirl pops out all of a sudden? Like I don't no warning. Taylor. I don't know. It's just like it just comes out. I keep her under control most of the time, but child, tell you what, this week it came out a little bit at work, and I just all of a sudden everybody was talking when they shouldn't have been, and I just shut up, and I had that face. Just was like, and they shut up really fast. It was like, oop. Oh, that was funny. I never heard them. They never stopped talking so fast ever yet until then. It's like, oh, they are paying attention. You are paying attention. Well, that's amazing. Let me get back to my professional self. I just kind of figure if you ain't gonna if you're gonna talk, I ain't talking. If you're not listening, I ain't talking. I got better things to do than waste my breath. I don't know where that marker thing came from in the corner, but I won't worry about it. Let's make this one the dark shoe. Because actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this with red. So I don't know. I kind of think they have like red brick streets there, or they might be more like beigeish, mauvish, or whatever. But we're making them red. Yeah, somehow. Because I already know. I'm going to use. I don't know. Do I want to use a Prisma or a. That's another thing I ordered. I ordered a red. I think it was the crimson red and the Prisma. What's this one? Light brownish red. This might be the color. Another reason I blend, to cover up where I went over the lines. That's why I do that shading. And people think, "Oh, you like the shade?" Yeah, I'm covering up my inability to stay in the lines. I'm just gonna do this and probably just leave it so I can, you know, leave it and look at it like tomorrow or Monday to see, okay, what did it look like? Was I stupid or what? Hmm. I'm gonna see, like, I went over the line right there. Ooh, fix that. Probably should color in dark fairy tales too for October. I wonder if anybody's doing that. Maybe if I look at the Jasmine Beckett Griffith book and say, "Nah, I'm still not up to the task," maybe I'll color in dark fairy tales in October. Although the anniversary book is supposed to get here, but dark fairy tale seems to be kind of fitting. And I'm really tired of the color morphia and kaleidomorphia, where I pretty much, like, kind of color morphia is like to the graveyard. Pretty much, I just ripping out the pages that I do want to color and finish, and left the rest of the book like, I don't know what I'm doing with you. I'm tired of big head animals. No more big head animals with doodles. That's just kind of until I get some kind of, I don't know, idea or whatever that appeals to me and the skill to do it to really make it something. I'm not feeling it right now. Turn back a little bit. Oops. At some point, I need to kind of have all my bold and easy books together. I don't know that they're all in one place right now. And I need to have them in one place that's accessible, easily accessible, because um, I miss coloring in them. And there's times when when I just don't feel like doing anything all, involved or whatever. But because I can't remember where they are, I can't, I'm not coloring in them. So that's kind of a problem. So I need to have them somewhere where they're easier to get to and they're all together. Okay, Bubbles. We can go over that with another color or what? What time is it? Wow. Hmm. It's kind of sloppy, huh? Just because I color over it doesn't mean that you need to be sloppy with it. I'm thinking if it's Mexican, I need to have red, green, and well, they have red, green, and white, but I'll do red, green, and something else. Red, green, and gold. I like the tips on the Kalours and the size of the pencil and the way the pencil feels. I like. Oh, I just thought of something. I could still do it though. If I wanted to make this green, but I don't really want it to be green. I'll put green in here or something. What else can I put green? Hmm. Hmm. I feel like that should be gold. I don't know how I feel about putting green down in here. How do I really feel about that? Green or brown? Or, we're gonna get crazy. We're gonna get a little crazy. Is that the one that's not the salmon though? I like the salmony color. I don't know. I get these mixed up. I'll put brown with it. Do you want to do that? I don't know. That and brown. Maybe I don't want to do that. I could do gold underneath. I don't know if I want to go that drastic. But I feel like somewhere I need green. I need like the Mexican flag colors somehow. I don't know. We're doing it. Somehow. We'll figure out later. All else fails. Acrylic marker covers everything. This it's like a stump. I'm coloring with a stump. That will never do. We'll figure out what will go, what color to put over it later. Is it raining? Oh, nice. I could make this kind of special compared to the rest of the. Oops. Too many pencils. Oh, Taylor, I like that music that you had on your short. That it was perfect for that picture. I'm like, man, how'd she do that? I have such a hard time picking music for my shorts. That was perfect. That was nice. Oh, I feel like I'm going to be layering some color on top of this, but I just don't know what color. I feel like this is kind of supposed to be like the old fashioned, like the uh, paved stone or whatever kind of streets. Supposed to have that kind of look to it. It's like an abstraction of that. I don't know. I wonder. Hold on. Inspiration. A little bit of inspiration. Let's look. Oh, I didn't know that was still open. Let's close that. And I wasn't trying to open that. And I want this. Oh my gosh. Hello. Let's take that off. Kids. I'm not trying to share the screen. I'm trying to type. What are the streets made of in Mexico City? Hello, city. Not interested. A mixture of historical materials and modern surfaces, with many central and historic areas featuring traditional cobblestone streets, while major thoroughfares and newer developments use standard modern paving materials like asphalt. The city's landscape includes historic volcanic lava beds. Wow. Let's get back in. What the heck? What happened? Which may also form the underlying structure for some streets, alongside the mixed nature of urban development over time. Okay. Kind of had that thought. And then I think they probably all also did some mosaic things or whatever on there too. I want to see the street themselves. The street, the road, not the buildings on the street. Some mosaics, kind of. Hmm. It's that one. Okay, kind of has paved stone. So I'm gonna have fun with this. That one. The heck? What's that? Hmm. Not getting a picture of them like I want, but that's okay. Knowing about the paved stone, that kind of helps. I'm probably gonna go over this peach with something else, but I don't know what yet. Might use a grayish brown. And then these ones that have patterns on them, make them more like, somebody did a mosaic, design to put into the street or whatever. Like I'm imagining, I think they kind of do with tiles. So do a lot of things with tile, ceramic, and stuff like that. So, okay, probably should go. Starting to yawn. A few things to do before I go to bed. Man, I hope I ordered a peach because I can use this a lot. You know what? Let's see. If I do this, I can always make these different from each other by what I put on top. So I'm just going to do. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to do all of these, I think. Not all, but. Oh, I could have left that one. But that's alright. It's looking a little too normal right now, but it's a little too normal. With wind. It does sound like it's raining. I don't see evidence of it from here. This makes me want to do this. Like, I can't wait. Why does it make it look purple? It's purple. See what happens. It's kind of interesting. This doesn't really close off. This one is a little really soft. It doesn't blend very well. I remember when I was little, I used to like riding my bike. Kind of, man, how many blocks away was it? I don't know. It was a ways. To what was a? It was, I guess it was a nunnery because it was next to a Catholic church, and the building next to it, the nuns lived there, and we used to like dark shadows that show when I was little, and I always thought the house and the everything about it, like, it looked like dark shadows. It had like that iron gate and all this other kind of stuff. But I think it part of the on part of the compound or whatever, it had like kind of that kind of slated kind of cobblestone or whatever, and I loved the way the ground was there, the driveway and stuff. It just looked like this old classic, you know, this building from some old film or horror movie or something. It just looks like it was in the movies. I don't know why I'm doing this, but we're gonna make it work. I know I need to sharpen my pencil. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I really don't want to use the same color throughout, but I'm going to switch with a different color pencil, something that's more gray. But the grays are so soft in here. I don't know if this is going to do it. This almost has a greenish tint. Let's see. Try in the corner. Excuse me. My nose is starting to run. Yeah. So using the Kalour. The Kalour is waxier, so it's not doing what that Prismacolor gray did. This is what I was hoping the Prismacolor gray would do, but it wasn't. All of a sudden I'm warm and my nose is running. Ugh. I almost wish I had this, but is that what I want? I don't know if that's what I want. It's doing something. I don't know if it's doing what I wanted to, but it's doing something. I don't think I'm mad at it. It's different. Kind of like it. So do that with these, and then maybe make these a bright color. So there's bright colors interspersed between the browns. You get it? Kind of brings in maybe the church there a little bit. Okay. Oof. So I think we got a plan. Not that one. This one and this. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do some sparkle gold with an acrylic marker in here and on the church, maybe on one of the buildings in the back to just kind of bring, have it tie in this, and up here somewhere. That's the only thing I know I want to do for sure. Other than that, I'm not sure. Did I do this? And I need to sharpen this pencil. Oop, that kind of made it uber peach. I don't know if I like that. Just kind of want it to look like how how pavestone has like the variation in color, and also how like it's raised up a little bit, like sometimes it's not entirely flat. I think that's what I'm trying to do. I think that's what my mind is like leading me to. Don't do my finger. Poked myself somewhere. Anyway. Once I start doing this, I can't stop. Just something about it my brain loves doing. Yeah, I need to sharpen this one. Just to... I just need to tone that down with some white. Oops. Wrong pencil. What happens if I use the green light? Is that going to be really bad? Ooh! That's kind of a lot. It's a gray though. Do I like that? Maybe I do. Kind of softens it a little bit. Ooh, yeah, kind of like that. Okie dokie. Well, I think that's it for tonight. How long have we been in here? Wow. 2 hours, 14 minutes. Yeah. I need to go. Thank you all for joining me. And I'll have a good rest of your evening or day, depending on where you're looking at this from. Bye bye. Have a good rest of your night, Bubbles.